I just spilt my tea because I got so frustrated. Oh. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Tea Talk. So maybe it's because I've been traveling a lot in the last couple of weeks, but I have noticed there's a few things people do on airplanes that they probably shouldn't do on airplanes. I'm not talking about anything major, I'm just talking about personal behaviors that should probably be reconsidered while you're on an airplane. Now, when I travel, I know that people are feeling a whole bunch of different things. You've got the anxious flyers, the people who are frustrated with everything, people who are tired. Basically, people are just not in the best state when they travel. So when I travel, I do my best to avoid other people, which can be very difficult considering the fact that airplanes are basically just metal tubes filled with people. I like to stick to my own personal little space bubble and not annoy anybody within my proximity because I know that that will just piss them off. Unfortunately, this is not something everybody does, which is why I'm here to talk about 3 things people do on airplanes that really annoy me and should not do. Don't do them. 1. Don't jab the headrest in front of you. Now, as airlines become more technologically savvy, most airplanes have in-flight entertainment systems in the back of the headrests of every seat. It is important to keep in mind that that headrest also has a person behind it because it's someone else's seat. So when you go to use the in-flight entertainment system to pick a movie or watch a TV show, just lightly jab the screen to make your choice. You don't have to jab it really hard for the screen to react. There is nothing worse, well, I mean there is, but it is very annoying when you are sitting in a seat and you just feel the person behind you jabbing the screen, trying to make their movie selection while you're just sitting there being jabbed in the back of the head. So please just don't jab the seat head in front of you. If you are trying to make your video selection, please do a light poke on the screen, it will work. And if not, if you want to do a firmer poke, just please do it gently because it bothers the person in front of you. Number 2. Don't grab the headrest while walking up the aisle. Now, I have often seen this amongst older people because as you get older, I know it's harder to walk and the aisles are really narrow, so sometimes you do need support while you walk, but that does not give you the right to grab my headrest and shake it really hard as a support system to help you walk up the aisle. If you must, you can lightly graze my seat, but don't grab it and then in the process shake it while you're walking down the aisle. This is especially annoying on longer flights because when you're trying to get some sleep, it is incredibly annoying to be woken up because some person is just walking down the aisle and has decided they are going to use your seat as a support system. I know that this is something that's kind of hard to avoid, especially if you're older and you do need the support. However, please be considerate of the person sitting in the seat whose headrest you're grabbing because they, like everybody else, is just trying to get through the flight. Number 3. Get your knees in check. Now, I know airplanes are compact. Airlines try to fit as many people as possible onto those flights because they want to make as much money as possible. However, if you are sitting in an airplane seat, please be conscientious of the person in front of you and your knees. It is incredibly annoying if you are sitting in your seat and you can feel the person behind you have their knees right into your seat so you can just feel them moving around. This happened to me on the last flight. The guy who was sitting behind me was not particularly tall, so I refused to believe he had extremely large knees. And throughout the flight he was constantly shuffling about, so I was getting kneed in the back about every 10 minutes. This made sleeping incredibly difficult, and there was no reason for this to happen in this case because the guy behind me had the middle seat next to him empty. So on your next flight, hopefully you do not encounter these things, or better yet, you don't do those things, because then that will make you a better flyer and I will be really happy and proud to know that there are more people out there who are conscientious about these things. As always, thanks for watching and I will talk to you guys sometime next week. Yeah, that's all for now. Talk to you guys later. Bye!